Today we talk more alfalfa, Alfalfa Alfalfa, the High Just lineup with Alfalfa. Don Miller, of course, is our guest and our expert on the program, Director of Product Development with Alfalfa. And Don, you talked about it in the last program we talked about, and we all know the value of protein. And knowing where more of that protein can come from, we can have more options economically, because some of that protein out there is pretty high price compared to maybe what we can get in our alfalfa, right?
That's right. Recently I've been talking to some nutritionists, and they're saying that the cost of protein, soybean meal protein, is really hit some record highs. And so, as an alfalfa breeder, I started thinking, well, maybe people should start looking, take another look at alfalfa. It's a good fiber source, but also with the new improvements of the High Just lineup, we actually improved those varieties for the level of protein. We have more leaves on that plant, 5 to 8% more leaves, and also that relates to more leaves means more protein. So if you're paying a lot of money on soybean meal protein, maybe you should look at alfalfa as another protein source.
Yeah, and you look at alfalfa as a protein source, but also that fiber needed in the rumen. It kind of takes care of a couple of feeding situations in one bite, so to speak, a bite of alfalfa.
Yeah, that alfalfa is going to offer a lot of things to that ration. Like you said, the fiber for the rumen, but also with the High Just lineup, that fiber is more digestible than what we've had in the past. So being more digestible, it's allowing more intake into that animal, and then also as that improvement in protein on that alfalfa plant, a lot more leaves, and so you have a sort of a tandem approach there, better fiber quality, but also more protein that is going into that ration. So if you're paying a lot of money for soybean meal, maybe you reconsider and look at alfalfa in that ration again.
And a little more flexibility, too, in an alfalfa harvest, more than once a year just during the fall. Potentially, and you told us before how dry it is out west. We know the variability in weather and maybe a limit in soybean yields, but alfalfa is going to be there all summer long.
Yeah, and once you plant it, you've got it for several years, and so you have that option of raising your own protein, but also with these High Just lineup, there is more flexibility. You can manage it for more yield, or you can manage it for the quality aspect. A lot more options there. That we've really done a lot in improving the alfalfa varieties the last few years, and that High Just product lineup is part of those improvements.
And we mentioned 2014, we came out with a High Just, and here we are moving into 2022. And in 8 years, we've seen a lot of difference in the leaf-to-stem ratio, in the quality of the fiber that we're putting through the cows. Alfalfa research has done some great things.
Yeah, and we also, not only looking at the quality aspect, the fiber and the improvement in crude protein, we still have all the good agronomics. We're not seeing a yield lag. We've got good winter survival. Since 2014, we've also added a fall dormancy 4, AFX 460, in that High Just lineup, and it has a winter survival of 1.5. And so anytime you can get a winter survival rating of lower than 2, that's really good as far as winter survival. And so the whole package is there, the quality, the yield, and also is bred in Wisconsin. So it's locally bred and adapted to the conditions in this environment.
It's certainly time to take a look at it. An alternative protein source out there, high fiber digestibility, good stuff, in other words, for the cows and for the animals. Again, talking about it with us, Don Miller, Director of Product Development with Alfalfa. Check out the High Just lineup of Alfalfa Alfalfa.